Alright guys, so we're gonna head on over to a little place I like to go hang out, chill, take my dog on walks. We're gonna do the Q&A session there. Got my Starbucks, feeling good. It's really bright out here, so I hope I find a good spot. So here we go. Alright guys, so starting the Q&A now. Got some stuff from Twitter, got some stuff from Snapchat. I'll go through both. Got everything written down here. I'm recording with my phone, so I can't just go through it live, but I did not prepare any of these answers, so it's gonna be all straight off the dome. So let's start with Twitter. Megan Taylor wants to know, what is your motivation? And I believe in that question, it was longer than that, but I believe it was specified to fitness and working out. For me, first of all, working out's like a therapy type thing for me. It helps me relieve my stress. It's like a place where I can zone out. I use the Beat headphones with noise canceling frequency, so I can't hear anything but the music, and it's just me and the weights, and I don't pay attention to anything around me at that moment. So it's really a therapeutic thing for me. It helps me relax and get away from the stresses of life. So I enjoy it because of that. We got some locusts out here joining the session. But besides that, my motivation, I always had a tougher road growing up, not as far as my life and home life, but as far as sports. I was always a smaller, thinner kid, so I always had to work twice as hard as everyone else. And no one ever, walking up to any tryouts, no one ever looked at me immediately and was like, "Oh, I bet that kid's good. I bet he makes it." That's something that really motivated me. I always knew coming into anything, they don't think I can do it. They don't think I can make it. So I always, and my dad always told me from a young age, you're not going to be a huge guy. It's just not in our genetics. So you're going to have to work twice as hard as everyone else. So that's something I always did. That was instilled in me from my dad and my grandpa. So I always busted my ass more than twice as much as everyone else did, so that I can impress coaches and impress my family and myself. I was never, and that drove me to never be okay with being average. That's a fear of mine. I do not want to be average. I don't want to be just another person working a normal job, normal family, normal life, nothing significant. You just go through your day-to-day routine, and then you start the next day and it's the same thing over and over, and you don't enjoy your job. I'm not okay with any of that. I want to leave my mark on this world. I want to motivate others. I believe that God has a plan for me to affect people and to be able to help people, because I've been given this stage to speak on. I want to use it for good things. So my motivation is mainly, I don't want to be average. So hopefully that answers your question, Megan. So now Aaron Devlin said, how do I get a body like yours? Well, I appreciate that. First of all, I would always say, and I'd always preach to everyone, don't pick another person and say, I want to be that. I want to be just like that. I want to do anything I can to look like that, to act like that, to walk like that, talk like that. That shouldn't be your motivation. Now, it is great. Even I myself envy people like Steve Cook, Simeon Panda, Ulysses Jr. The list goes on. Michael Jordan, Kai Green, Ray Lewis. The list, Hines Ward. The list goes on and on and on. My dad, mom, grandpa. I could, like I said, I could go on, but don't ever say completely, solely, 100% you want to be like one person. I appreciate that, I truly do, and I think that's awesome. I'm really flattered by that, but don't say that you want to, just look like me. You want to look like a better version of yourself. You want to be your version of me, if that's who your goal per se is. But to get to your answer, you said, how do you get a body like mine? Well, this took many years of work I started working out for sports when I was about 14, probably freshman in high school. But I started taking it more seriously when I was about 17, and I started really buckling down and living my whole life healthy, in a healthy way, at probably 20. It was the middle of sophomore year in college. So it's taken years to get to this point. Don't think it's easy, or don't think that I was just born looking, this way, or that it's all genetics. It's definitely not. So it takes hard work and discipline. It's going to be something that you have to be consistent with. You've got to continue day in, day out, week in, week out, for years on end. Busting your butt in the gym. You need to make wise choices when you're eating. Eat healthy when you can. Drink a lot of water. Hydration is super important. Not drinking alcohol all the time every weekend, going out with your friends, losing sleep. Sleep is important. Recovery is just as important as the breaking down of the muscles in the gym. Let's see. Your mental health is just as important as your physical health, if you ask me. We're three-part beings: mind, body, and spirit. So you need to, get all those on track. And so as far as your mental, you don't need to work out every single day the rest of your life and never have a cheat meal and all that. That's ridiculous. That's too much for anybody. It's going to break you down mentally. For you to be able to put everything you got into your workouts and enjoy life, you need to have your mental health days too. Today's a Sunday. When I go to the gym today, it's my maintenance day. I don't even bust my ass on Sundays anymore. It's my I take 2 days off a week right now. Sometimes I'll just do one, but right now I'm on my schedule for 2 days off a week. So I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna foam roll all my muscles, my whole body, all my muscles, not just the sore ones. I'm going to stretch. I'm going to do agility drills, but not ones where I'm not dripping sweat in there. This is just maintenance. I may hit the sauna, get a little, some detox, get the toxins out of anything bad that I may have eaten or had to drink. Things like that. You need to take mental health days too. So mentally and physically, it's consistency is the key. So I hope that answers your question, Aaron. Next would be Heather. Now we're starting, we're still on Twitter. Still for Twitter. Nope. Snapchat now. So this is Snapchat questions. Do you come to Austin often? Austin, Texas, for those of you who aren't familiar with Texas. I don't. I've driven through there a bunch, traveling. I've stopped there once. It was for ACL last year, 2015. It may have been 2016. I can't even remember the exact month, but stopped there once for ACL, which is a concert festival. This guy over here got to show off his engine, but stopped there for a concert festival last year, ACL. And besides that, I haven't gone much. I know 6th Street is supposed to be the thing. It's what everyone does in Texas. It's supposed to be the big party place, but haven't been. I do plan on going soon. I actually got invited by someone I know to go last night, but I was trying to stay in and be good and not go out and have anything to drink or anything like that. Okay, I didn't get the name on this one, but the question was boxers or briefs. It's a funny question, but it's actually probably an interesting answer compared to what most guys would just say one or the other. When I'm in the gym working out, it's briefs all day, every day. Can't work out without them. Can't work out in boxers. I have to have my junk held tight, because if you haven't heard this before, it's a good thing to know as a guy. When you're working out, especially if you're working out your legs or if you're running or stuff that engages your lower core much, or your upper legs, when you are straining really hard and you're in, say, for example, a deep squat at the bottom of your squat, to engage in those muscles around that area, your testicles, I guess would be the proper term, have to pull up just like when you sneeze and you get a physical at the doctor, that's why they feel down there and you have to, or I'm sorry, cough, not sneeze. When you cough, they tense up. That's how they tell that you're healthy down there and everything's fine. So when you strain real hard, they pull up. Well, if they're not already held tight and they have to come a long ways, then you can strain those muscles that hold your testicles. So in the gym, briefs all day. When I'm just being casual or going out with friends or whatever it may be like that, it's going to be boxers. To me, that's more comfortable, and that's what I prefer. But also too, if I'm wearing tighter fit, like I don't wear skinny jeans. I can't fit into skinny jeans because my thighs have grown too large, which is a good problem to have. It means I'm making some type of gains. But if I got more fitted pants on, then I'll wear briefs too, because it's just, boxers are loose, and if you got some tighter jeans around some loose boxers, everything's gonna bunch up and it's not comfortable. So there's your answer to that. And I prefer to sleep in boxers. But let's see, Dominic wants to know, how do you keep your skin so clear? Well, I wish I had a cool trick to give you, or a certain face wash, like you see all these videos on YouTube, how to keep your skin so clear, and they got all these certain face washes they use in a routine. To be honest with you, it's not anything specific, and it's also not that I have like just great skin genetics, because there is a time, and going through high school and puberty and all that, when I was very broke out, and it was it's embarrassing, and so I feel anyone's pain who has to go through that. I mean, there was a point even past puberty in college, which I'm gonna actually make a video later and talk more about, because people wouldn't assume that about me, where it was about half a year of my life, maybe one full year, where I was extremely broke out. You would never look at me now, because I don't have scars from it, and think that I was that broke out. So I feel y'all's pain who go through that. So trust me, I don't have any type of certain secret to give you, because to get my face back from that to super clear I took Accutane. But I don't suggest that unless it is you're in dire need, because that is a very harsh medicine to take. But that's another story. So now what I do to keep my skin how it looks now, which I don't break out much now anyways, thank the Lord, but I just wash it with Dove sensitive care soap, just the white Dove soap, and I wash it, and just very lightly. I don't scrub, not real rough with my face, but that's really it. I do that, and if I didn't even hit the gym that day, or if I didn't sweat at all, which most days I do out here in San Antonio because it's really hot, but if I didn't sweat at all, I may not wash my face. I may just let the shampoo and stuff come down over my face, because my face is sensitive, so if I wash it too much, it'll actually cause me to break out. So you have to know if your skin's too oily or if it's too dry. So that's the only answer I can give you on that, Dominic. Also from Dominic, what's my daily routine, and how much do I squat? I'll hit the squat one first because it's easy. I can get it out of the way quick. Right now I'm sitting at about 155 weight wise, my body weight, which is not much. I'm not that big of a dude, and I'm squatting 300. That's my 1 rep max, and that was actually because I had made a bonehead move and I forgot my knee wraps and my belt that day. That was without a belt and without knee wraps, which definitely help if you know serious lifting. They help a lot. That's what I got, 300, bare squat, all the way down past parallel, yes. I don't know how much I would have got with the other stuff, probably 315, 325 maybe. But I'm working on that too. I'm trying to get that up. I'm actually on a strength program lifting right now too. So yeah, that's how much I squat. And the other question was, my daily routine. Well, I work in IT. For those of you who don't know, that's my day-to-day job that I do, and I do enjoy it. You know, I'm a computer nerd on the side, I guess you'd say. So I wake up. Well, first of all, I've set my clothes out the day before because I always like to prepare ahead in case I wake up late, etc. I make my coffee, take my dog out, feed my dog, shower, get ready, head to work. After the work day, I always have my meals cooked ahead of time for lunch at work because I try to keep it super healthy and everything. After work, I'm straight to the gym, get the gym out of the way, go home. At home, then I'm cleaning up the house, whatever I need to clean up, whether it be laundry, vacuum, sweep, dishes. Take the dog out again, feed him again. You know, I probably eat 2 meals every day while I'm home. Post-workout meal. First of all, post-workout protein shake, then post-workout meal about 30 minutes, 45 minutes later, and then I eat my dinner before bed. That's my daily routine. Kate Diana 03 wants to know, do I still live in Arkansas? No, I don't still live in Arkansas. I live in San Antonio, Texas. I grew up in Tennessee, went to college at University of Arkansas. Once I graduated, I got a job here in San Antonio, moved here. K Patchin 99 wants to know if I'm single. I am single, been single for a good while now. I'm not opposed to being in a relationship, just very picky. Seems like it gets harder and harder as social media gets bigger and bigger to find a loyal person who also cares about their health, cares about their family life. Yeah, so Stacy Wilkinson asks, what is my favorite road trip go-to snack? Go-to snack on a road trip, this is gonna sound toolish, but I gotta get my protein in, so beef jerky is by far my favorite snack on the road. I'm also a big fan of pickles, which is random, I know, but I am, and so the whole pickles you can get in a pack, a single pickle in a pack or whatever, you can get at the service station. Big fan of those. I do love my coffee, but if it's like a super hot day, I may or may not get like the iced coffees. You can get the little Starbucks ones, and this is all kind of disregarding the health thing because a lot of times on road trips, that's when I let myself kind of relax, unless I'm going somewhere for something fitness related, whether it's like a shoot or a fitness expo. I want to be at my best, but so I'm just traveling with family or just vacation, I just kind of let loose and let it go. So beef jerky, pickles, coffee. If not coffee, if it's like a super hot day, I may want like a really cold Monster energy drink. Big fan of Monster energy drinks. As far as like say candy for a snack, I really like the big sweet tarts, the big chewy sweet tarts that are like this big around. They come in like a pack of 4. I like those. And Shock Tarts. I think they're called Shockers now. They were Shock Tarts when I was little. Big fan of those too. Like sour candy, sour stuff. BJW825 wants to know how old I am. I'm 23 years old. Birthday is 3/23/93. A lot of threes. So coincidentally, that is not my favorite number. Actually, it's not 3. It's not my lucky number or anything. Lucky number is 8. Favorite number is 8. But let's see. Next, Cassidy Ray 2012. Why do you not have a girlfriend? If I knew that answer, I'd have a girlfriend. No, but like I said before, I'm picky. I'm not one that's okay with settling. I'm not one that's okay with half-assing anything. It goes along with me not being okay with being average in any part of my life. So I don't want to half-ass any relationship. If I'm not in it 100%, if I don't think I see a real future with this person, you're not going to get my time. Not on that serious of a level. You'll know how I feel about you. Remember that. Last one, and this is a good question too. Bootsy Montana, nice name. What is your favorite actor, or who is your favorite actor? I have a few that I really like. It's tough to pick one, really tough. I'll do this, I'll give like a top 5, and then I'll pick one. So top 5 would be Will Smith, Jamie Foxx, Denzel Washington, The Rock, and let's go with Paul Walker. I really like the movies The Rock and Paul Walker are in, like Fast and Furious, etc., and action movies like that, more so than I like their acting, I think. Acting-wise, I think the most talented, best actor in the world is probably Denzel Washington. I think it's hard to beat Denzel. I mean, he kills every role, and I'm truly sucked in and zoned out and believe that I believe it's like real, you know, when I'm watching Denzel act. Now, who do I enjoy the most to watch? Probably, that's more Will Smith, Jamie Foxx. I'd probably give it to Will Smith. I was a big Fresh Prince of Bel-Air fan, big fan of a lot of his movies, you know, from I, Robot to I Am Legend, Pursuit of Happiness. He's got a bunch of great movies. So there's that, and that's the last question. I'm out.